The Saas-Fee ride is a summer free skiing event which is quite unique, and it takes place in the snow park of the Saas-Fee glacier. Well, this year it's the 4th edition of the Saas-Fee ride, and the reason we chose Saas-Fee was because the glacier faces towards the north direction, which means it holds the snow much better than other glaciers around the Alps. And for that reason, the snow lasts longer, the snow itself is in better condition, so to shape a good pipe you need good snow texture.
The length is 110 meters now. The height it's around 5 meters, 4.5 and 5 meters. Then we have the big kicker line. We have on, like it is now, on 20 and 25 meters.
The snowpark at Saas-Fee is really good. It's got a lot of stuff for a different range of abilities. You've got small kickers, you've got step up, really big jumps, nice half pipe, which is much better in the morning, but pretty sick. It's a good range of rails, beginner to more advanced stuff.
I think there's an awful lot to do. There's football pitches, basketball pitches, volleyball. You can go on the adventure course, which is like a zip line, and it's got to be the best summer skiing in Europe at the moment.
Has done a very good job with the park because the kicker was pretty massive and very nice shape, and I was really impressed in the park today.
Last time I was here it was just the pipe and that was it. So now it's like it grow up like boom.
I've been very impressed for a summer park. The pipe is absolutely awesome. The kickers are a bit bigger than I was looking to do, but having now hit them, they're wicked, and the rails are absolutely spot on.
If you really want to make it in freestyle skiing, you've got to hang out in those resorts that do have the best parks.
Saas-Fee is very lucky to have a place like that.
We primarily come to Saas-Fee for the Saas-Fee ride, but during the summer months we also run here the British free ski camps. And the British free ski camps are there to help up-and-coming skiers learn freestyle tricks and manoeuvres.
The British free ski camps have been absolutely amazing. I've not done them before, this is my first time, and the coach has been fantastic to get you doing every little bit.
It brings together 50 or 60 people every summer, and it helps pull together the British free skiing community a bit tighter. So it's kind of a meeting point, a meeting ground for a lot of athletes, a lot of free skiers, freestyle skiers, and a lot of people that want to get involved in the community of free skiing.
This past week has been the best free ski camp in Britain, full stop. There's no question about it. It's been like there's so high level of coaching. You can work like one-to-one, but in groups if you just keep lapping, and that's really good for like learning tricks and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you're doing it again, your head's staying here and you're doing that. What you need to be doing is bringing that head right under like that, so you should see the floor before your feet leave it.
I've been riding with Andy Bennett on the British free ski camps, working on pipe and mainly electronics, selling that because Andy's a great coach, and the British free ski camp's done a lot for this.
Freestyle skiing is one of the fastest growing industries, and I can't remember the exact percentage, but in America especially, the under 25s have all got twin tip skis, no normal skis. So freestyle's going pretty big at the moment.
A lot of guys who don't always stomp their landings, they can during the camp they can train hard, develop the use of their ankle joint a bit more, avoid shin splints, and overall stomp cleaner landings more of the time.
I nearly got inverted sevens in the half pipe, alley-oop flat spin fives I was working on with Paddy Graham, and I learnt sevens over the big kickers, 360 and 540 reverse mutes.
The person that's impressed me most in the last year has probably been Paddy.
Paddy Graham's one of the British free ski camp coaches. He's sort of risen above the level of a typical British freestyle skier, and he's now riding at a European level, which is great, especially British freestyle skiing needs that. It needs to get some riders up at that level.
When he went away to Lax to do his first season, he just came back and he had so much style. He was so rude, he was just so sick, especially on rails. He was doing like switch 270 on, switch up and stuff like that.
Paddy Graham's style is decent, it's smooth, looks good. And he's a really nice guy too.
Ouais, ben, les avais vus plusieurs fois à Londres. Et là, c'est vrai que sur la vraie neige, c'est différent, quoi. Il ride vraiment bien. Il a bien progressé, il ride bien.
I've been trying quite a few old school tricks, some flips and stuff, and yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, I think Paddy, the way he was riding, over the camps and during the competition, he was always a contender in the pipe. He was definitely going to be making top 5. The first half-pipe round was between, Paddy, Oscar Harlow, and obviously Loic Colomb-Paton, one of the top French riders. So the judges were looking quite closely at those guys.
I want to get a really good rundown in the pipe, in the comp, do a lot of tricks on both walls and keep a lot of height, do some 540s and some alley-oop flat spins.
Mon premier run d'halfpipe, j'ai fait natural 5-4, 5-4, alley flat spin, R, et natural cork 7-2.
We saw Loic Colomb-Paton come on, and he got massive amplitude. It was pretty obvious he was getting the most height out of the pipe. Oscar Harlow was making some really technical manoeuvres.
I dropped in, did a cork 5 truck driver, and then just air, a flare, air to fakie, and the switch 540 in the bottom.
Yeah, I think after the first run of the event, and obviously it was the best run that counted, I think the judges, unless Paddy and Oscar pulled out something with a much bigger amplitude, it was obvious that Loic, I think, was going to take the competition.
alley-oop flat spin, straight air, alley-oop flat 7.
Came fourth in the X Games this winter. So Loic was riding a level that was clearly a notch above the other riders in the event. He was just getting way more air than other riders, and his tricks were super styled out. You know, he was turning in both directions. He was spinning unnatural, and you almost couldn't tell his unnatural direction. It was awesome riding.
Le deuxième run, il était plus propre, avec un peu plus d'amplitude.
He did an amazing run. He basically won because he did difficult tricks, but still maintained his amplitude all the way down, and really didn't make any mistakes whatsoever.
He was outstanding.
Louis, he did absolutely amazing. Some of the tricks he did was awesome.
And in first place, great to have him here today and stuff, one of the world's best half-pipe skiers, Mike Patton. Yeah.
Like on the skier's left-hand side wall, alley-oop flat spin 5 to alley-oop flat spin 7, and I just think that's crazy. And he had so much style while he was doing it. I mean, it was just perfect.
His half-pipe run's insane. It was the same one that he did at the X Games, and just seeing him here, there, and seeing how identical it was, it's amazing that they can just be that textbook in everything that they do.
In first place, Marta Bianca.
I've been a professional skier for 1 year maybe, I don't know. I grew up skiing, but not free riding like this. Then I had a boyfriend, he snowboarded, and then I just came with him in the park and it was so fun, so I just started doing it more and more.
Well, the same riders that did well in the half pipe are for sure sort of in the top category for the big air. You got Oscar Harlow's brother, Henrik Harlow. He's a 14-year-old guy from Sweden who rides for Scott, and he's starting to get right up there on the international scene.
I go in, switch backwards, and do 2.5 rotation with a really good grab. Overcross it.
Paddy did a switch 7 mute grab, but at the end of his ski, so it's like a nose grab, which is really difficult as well. So he scored really high.
Ah bah sur mon premier run en fait je suis tombé en me retournant quand j'étais en switch. Je me suis un peu tiré le genou, mais je pense que ça va aller.
Oh.
Something this year that we saw that was a little bit different to last year was when they were going for their grabs, that they were trying to get further and further up the ski with their grab. So I remember Paddy Graham, he was literally touching the tip of his ski when he was trying to go for his grab. So that was really cool, really good to watch.
Henrik did a switch 9 mute grab and really tweaked it out, and then he carried it down to the bottom of the landing too. It was really, really smooth.
Put your hands together for this year's Saas-Fee ride Big Air champion, Henrik Harlow.
Henrik is amazing. He's so young and he's just so talented. I saw him at the ski show last year and he, just on snow, he's absolutely amazing. He's just tweaked out and stylish, just what skiing's all about basically.
He's such a good skier. I mean, he's 14 and he's just won probably one of the biggest comps in Europe. So he's not got that far to go until he's X Games level. I mean, just some of the tricks he's doing just now are just amazing.
Henrik's such a little gangster. The guy's really cool. Yeah, I got chatting to him the other day. He's awesome. I can't believe how good he is for, how old is he now? 14 or something like that? Absolutely tiny. These kids are crazy now.
Yeah, my countryman, sick. It's awesome to see him rip it up.
The mutes that he can get, where he does what we call as an over tweak, so he pulls it up and so it makes, instead of a cross that way, it makes a cross that way. Absolutely, it's just, it should be physically impossible. You should snap your ankles, but the guy's got it dialed. Absolutely sick.
I just tried to go big and spin both ways and grab different grabs and do some switch. Yeah, winning both events in Saas-Fee ride, that's pretty awesome. Did not expect it really. I just came up to ski and have fun with friends. Sponsoring events like this is really helping out the freestyle sport to develop. We need it. So a big thanks to Peak Performance.
We're going to be kicking off the 2007 ride event series with the Verbier ride. The Verbier ride is going to be pushing and developing out the freestyle aspect of the event more this year. The free skiing aspect of the ride event series, the World Tour free skiing event, it will remain in Switzerland. But we found that we wanted to try and evolve that competition a bit more. So we've developed the competition into an event called the Big Mountain Heli Ride. And the Big Mountain Heli Ride is a competition where the athletes will get the choice to ride several different faces around the area of Valais in Switzerland. And each athlete in the event will be judged, and we'll eventually have a World Tour winner.
I mean, overall, the Saas-Fee Ride 06 has been a big step forward. The half pipe was shaped to near perfection, the big air was huge, and the level of athlete attending each year just gets better and better.
Louis Cloton Paton.
No, Louis Colomb Paton.
Louis Clom.
I say Louis.
Louis.
Yeah. And the women?
Huh?
Any women in Aura?
Women?
Yeah, what do they look like?
Cool park and yeah, you can do everything, skateboarding. Yeah.
Don't ask me about the girls because I can't remember.
There used to be a...
What's up?
Just tell us your name and where you're from.
Look, if you want to see it, just ask, man. Just ask.